So this video is being shot in several different locations, including my desk. I have been working out in the outdoor kitchen in preparing this video and in preparing the food. But because of the temperature, I decided, hey, much as I love you guys and providing content, I need to step back inside for a few minutes. This video is going to be talking about one of the foods of the ancients. And by that, I mean, what did people really do to survive here? I mean, this is a pretty inhospitable place. So where did they find food? Where did they find water? How did they build their shelters? These are some of the things that I'm going to try to look at in future videos. This one today is about one particular plant. I will be introducing another plant or two in the series, but I hope you enjoy it, so stick with it. Good morning, everybody. The Palo Verde behind me is the bush tree that I've been watching. I was going to do a video to talk about food from the ancients, but I'm going to tell you, the last few years I've been watching these trees. There's only about a week's worth of time that you can harvest the really good beans off these trees, and I've pretty much missed it. A couple of days ago it started getting really hot, really fast. It's about 10 something in the morning and already 100 degrees here. So these beans will dry out and become very hard very quickly. I'm going to harvest as many as I can. When I get back to the outdoor kitchen, I'll set up to cook them and show you a little bit about them. But I'm kind of disappointed I didn't stay on top of this as quickly as I should have. But we're still going to learn a little something about some of the foods from the ancients. Get back with you in a little. So Palo Verde means quite literally green tree, as you can see at this picture by Arizona Plant Lady. Now these are some of the little pods that have not yet started filling out, and boom, there's what we have today, all yellow. As you can see, many of the pods that are left are all brown, and like so many other plants in the desert, they don't give up their fruit willingly. So as with all harvested, foraged, whatever you want to call it, foods, you're going to want to wash and rinse them well. In this case, if nothing else, just to get rid of all the desert dust that's on them. So we're here out in the outdoor kitchen, and I'm going to start shelling or hulling, removing these beans from their pods, and I'll switch sides so you can see. Okay, I've been sitting here shelling, hulling some of these beans from these pods, and I just wanted to point a few things out to you. I did gather some that I would not normally have gathered, but looking at them, I can see the beans are okay, even though the pod looks a little bad. These shell out about like a lima bean does, and they're going to get cooked and prepared about like a lima bean. You saw me pull that string off of the pod, and those are still good. So let's see, I think I had a couple of here, like this one. This one's kind of questionable, but whenever you open it up, again, there's a little string, you just pull it down kind of like a lima. Again, when you, whoops, and like limas, they get away from you. It doesn't look too bad. You can see, maybe this is one. Nope, that one's not too bad. What you want to look for is you want to be sure there's no dark spots or particularly holes like this one. See, this one has a hole in the bean. Right there's a little bit of a hole. You don't want those. There are some insects that do bite, eat into these things. What happens is it sets up a toxic environment. They will make you sick. So you don't. It took about a half an hour to hull out about 1.5 cups of these beans. After hulling, shelling, whatever you want to call the process of getting the beans out of the pods, you want to rinse them and inspect them for any that may be showing signs of damage or insect bites, and just in general make them look better to eat. Who would have imagined lima beans in the desert? I am blanching or boiling these for about 3 to 5 minutes to prevent the maturation of the seed or the pod. I don't want them trying to grow into Palo Verde trees after I dry them. So this is what's been recommended by a couple of different sites, and that's where I'm going. Now these hulls are going to be dried, and then they're going to be reintroduced into the soil that my wife's vegetable plants are in. Yeah, I know it's cute, so don't get upset with me when I say it, but here is another protein source out here. They are everywhere. Remember I blanched some to set aside to dehydrate or dry? Well, Here's what they look like after sitting in the dehydrator, not even turned on. And I put a few of them in a jar with some water to rehydrate, and they come out looking just like they went in and tasting just as good. Until the next video, here's a parting shot from on top of the old Julian mine, just to give you guys an idea of how vast this area is. So remember, get out, be safe, and go adventure.